Hello, this is Father Michael Nasser coming to you from the Antiochian Village here in beautiful Western Pennsylvania with this week's Midweek Reflection. And this week I'm reflecting on an experience I had in the last 2 days. I was up away from the camp, actually about an hour southwest of here, with the oldest two campers, and as they did for many years now, they take a hike, which is sort of like their capstone experience here as campers of the village, where they go off by themselves with their counselors and the overnight director and one of the session priests. This week it was me. And we spend 2 days in the wilderness. I've done the hike many times, more times than I could count, somewhere in the 20s or 30s. But doing it for a couple decades now, and I always love the chance to go and just be away back in God's beautiful creation, which is actually the spot I picked to video today. If you look around, you'll see this is actually kind of what it looked like where we were the last couple days. Just beautiful trees, the forest, sunlight coming through. Right now we've got some clouds passing overhead, but just beautiful scenery. For some of those kids, it was actually the first time they had ever been in what would you consider the wilderness. The first time they've been anywhere other than civilization. They might have been in a city park. Their first time really out in the woods. I mean, we've got woods here around the camp, but you can see, I mean, we're only, 20, 30 feet from civilization of the camp. It's beautiful, but it's not wild. So we take them out into the wild and enjoy a couple days. And for some of them, it was a very trying experience. We don't have hot and cold running water. We don't have a lot of the conveniences of home. But what we do have is beauty as God created it. It's unspoiled. It's really in many ways untouched, other than by nature itself. And there's something really important about this. So as much as these kids were uncomfortable, we encourage them to just take it in, because what is nature? Nature is God's unspoiled creation. It's God's expression, just like the gospel is an expression of God. Our worship in the church is an expression of God. The lives of His saints are an expression, reflection of God. But so is nature. And more today, we're finding folks that just don't spend a lot of time in nature. Nature is as truthful an expression of God as anything else. It's His handiwork. Think about if you want to go and look at a piece of artwork. You're seeing in some ways into the heart and soul of the artist. It's an expression of the artist when you look at a painting or a sculpture. Well, when you look at nature, it's the same thing, only we are seeing the artistry of the great artist, our great and loving God. We're seeing His creation, which expresses who He is. So just as we did yesterday, the last couple of days, I want to encourage everyone watching this to get out and explore nature a little bit. Not just because it's a good thing to do, which it is, not just because it's a very healthy thing to do physically and spiritually or emotionally, but it is spiritually as well. Spending time immersed in God's beauty. I hear more people saying, "Father, where is God? Where is God in the world? All these problems going on." Oh, He's here. He's right in the midst of all those problems, but He's also here in the peace and the quiet of His creation. Beautiful nature. So, while it's not as uncomfortable for many people, winter is a little time to get out. Although I love getting out in nature. I think I've seen Lake Michigan more in wintertime than most people that grew up in Grand Rapids. But whatever season it is, just get out, immerse yourself as much as you can in God's creation, and experience who God is through what He created. So I hope you'll do that, and I hope if you found this helpful, you'll share it with your friends via your social media platforms. And God willing, we'll see you in next week's video, also probably from the Antiochian Village. I'm coming back here for a clergy symposium. In the meantime, God bless you.